It's match number 28 as we welcome you to Eurolux Boerland Park. It's the Paarl Rocks up against the Nelson Mandela Bay Giants in a top-of-the-table clash. A really good win for the Giants on Friday night sees them sitting pretty at the top of the table. They've already secured a playoff place, but the Paarl Rocks, it's an interesting position for them as the buzzword is permutations this Sunday. Well, let's take you through it. If either team wins, they will host the final. If the Giants lose, they still finish top two. If the Paarl Rocks lose, well, there's an opportunity for other teams to get into the mix. So a big game here for the home team, and certainly hoping to get underway and do it well against a team that has strong momentum in the Giants. Well, earlier the Giants won the toss, elected to bowl first. Ryan McLaren alongside me. There's pressure on the Paarl Rocks team to start well here.
Yeah, good morning to all the viewers. It is indeed, Kaz. As we mentioned, it's a home game for them, and they'll be looking forward to make sure that they control this game today and leave the permutations for the rest to worry about.
Well, the Giants have been fantastic. They've said they haven't played their best game yet, but they've been heavily tested and have often come out on top.
Yes, they have. They've just got quality all the way through. They've had some brilliant form from Ben Dunk at the top of the order. John Smuts is in good form. And then you have that man, Imran Tahir, who's been incredible for them in the whole tournament thus far. And he'll be hoping to make inroads again today.
They could end up not being in the playoffs. So we're almost set to go here at Boerland Park in Paarl. Sean George says play on. Immediately off the mark is Henry Davids. Up and over. And one bounce for whipped away, and that will race away to the boundary too. Back-to-back boundaries for Cameron Delport. That's racing away. A leg side delivery and 4 runs too. So early boundaries in this Powerade power play for the home team. Smashed down the ground for 4. Clipped away, and that should race away to the boundary for 4. Up and over. Couple of bounces for 4. Yes. Away. 4 runs to the 3rd over. Cries of catch it, but I don't know who's going to get close to that. Delport's hit that so straight. Nice race to the boundary for 4. Oh, wow. It's through extra cover for 4. Delport's turning it on beautifully here in Paarl today. That's straight over mid-off, and that will go for 4. 50 up for the Paarl Rocks in really good time. That's a 10th boundary of the innings.
Has he got the gap again? You bet he has. Has he got all of that? Is this the door that'll be opened for the Giants, and they take it in the form of their captain?
Why did he need to use his feet? And could have hit it anywhere.
Akona Mnyaka is just developing this talent of just picking up wickets at crucial intervals. He's done it in the domestic system, in the domestic structures, and he's managed to remove Cameron Delport for 39, and the Paarl Rocks are 56 for 1.
Oh, you can't follow up a wicket-taking delivery in that manner. Freebie. What a shot. This is what T20 cricket is all about. You talk about innovation.
Catch it! Yes! Easy does it. And Henry Davids will be utterly disappointed. He's done all the hard work and he's given it away.
Denied the boundaries to the batsman, and that created a bit of pressure. And batsman felt obligated to find a boundary, hit the ball straight, and it's a good wicket.
Henry Davids goes for 31. It's 85 for 2. That's high up in the air, and there's 2 fielders after it, but it's going to clear the boundary for 6. Duplessis goes again. There's a fielder out there, and he takes the catch. Big breakthrough this. The captain of the Paarl Rocks is to make his way off the field, and the Giants are cock-a-hoop.
Good change of pace. And that angle restricted the batsman to free his arms, hit the ball straight to the fieldsman. Good wicket. For Bay Giants, Faf du Plessis walking back after scoring 22, and it's 101 for 3.
That's so well struck by James Vince. Found the gap and timed it beautifully. Wow, Imran Tahir, and he's off.
Let me tell you, that celebration tells you that this is a big wicket.
You just get the sense that they feel they've put the screws on, and they're definitely marching towards victory. James Vince beating all ends up. Very good length by Imran Tahir, good pace, and he just sets off.
Looks like he's running towards a home final in Port Elizabeth. Imran Tahir, big wicket of James Vince, out for 9. It's 107 for 4.
Whichever way he likes, in the air and gone.
Tahir is on his way again, and he has changed this game. Have a look at the celebrations. What a brilliant campaigner.
And how about the captaincy? A short stay comes to an end. Have a look at this one. Magnificent.
Excellent googly by Imran Tahir. Makanya playing out in front of his hands, but the field setting to have a man almost short catching mid-on, that is just a moment of genius. And sometimes this happens when you're in front as a team and you're dominating, and Sibonelo Makanya goes without scoring. The Paarl Rocks are 107 for 5.
Could this be a boundary that releases a bit of pressure on the Rocks? It is. Pick up 4. Didn't start well, did Chris Morris. He was expensive, and he continues where he left off. This is an incredible shot. Really is. Probably bounces short, but what a shot that is by Udana.
Excellent shot over extra cover. Gives himself a bit of room, but from there on, it's just timing. Well timed.
Really well bowled again. Looking for a second. The option is to go to the keeper's end. The dive comes through. Has he made his ground? Ben Dunk is probably saying a better throw. O'Donnell had to get his skates on. Here comes the dive. It's gathered. I think he's just taken a bit too long to gather the ball and get it back to the stumps. And that's what saved Udana. Bahrain is gone again. Cheeky. And well rewarded. He's gone again. Kyle Bahrain, you've put on a show with delicate batting. Wonderful. It ends the Rocks innings on 168 for 5.
The batting stuttered a little bit at the top. Guys got in, Delport got in, Davids got in, and they just struggled. But Kyle Verreynne changed the complexion of the game and got him to a respectable total of 168.
It was another slow start by the Giants in their bowling, but then again that Tahir came back and made his magic in the middle.
The Giants have a little bit of a problem on their hands. They need to get 169 off 120 balls allotted to them at 8.45. We're going to take a short break, and on the other side will be the run chase.
The Paarl Rocks beating the Cape Town Blitz. They bowled them out for 84. They'll need early wickets here, because we know how quickly these two get underway. This power rate, power play, crucial. Immediately off the mark, Ben Dunk. Crunched away, and he's timed that beautifully for 4. Ben Dunk so strong on the offside. Five runs from the 3rd over. Oh, no. It's unfortunate. Such a good over. And spoiled by overthrows. Oh, got him! First ball, and Adams is struck. Have a look at those celebrations. The first wicket of the Giants is down.
Matt Britzka thought he was going to target him. Fresco Adams had other ideas. Great start to the spell. A very important wicket that.
Matthew Britzka out for 6. It's 21 for 1. That's worked away nicely. There's some work to do for the field on the boundary. Unfortunately, he doesn't manage to cut it off, and that's a boundary. This is messy. Wide signaled. Good start to the over.
You sense they've seen a couple of coaches around the world. I mean, they sit in the dugouts, then the clipboard and the pen, and that all flies around the place when things don't go your way.
That's smashed away, and they'll race away towards the boundary for 4. Excellent outfield, well timed too.
Hanging in the air. Wicket taker, Tabraiz Shamsi, Faf du Plessis. They work together well. The second falls.
Talking about naughty, Ben Dunk tried to be naughty and had to pay the ultimate price. He's been hauled out.
It's an important wicket. Ben Dunk goes for 27. The Nelson Mandela Bay Giants are 54 for 2.
I know Quinn will be under a little bit of pressure. Catch! Oh, is that a run out? How brilliant is that? Wow, you needed brilliance to the Rocks, and now you're firmly in this game.
Talk about game awareness. Wow, he was alert. Oh, look at that piece of fielding. Brilliant. He's out. John spots. Always a big wicket. And Paarl Rocks back into this game.
John Smarts, they needed him to score. And Beyond Fontaine has just managed to just grind the momentum, and he is out. And he's already halfway to the dugout. John Smarts departs for 16. The Nelson Mandela Bay Giants, 62 for 3.
Shamsi's interested, and so is the umpire. The magician is striking and striking hard here in front of his home crowd. He doesn't need the shoe when you have a wicket. We're calling for more support.
There's every possibility you're going to miss the ball, and that's what happened. And a big wicket, a big wicket for Paarl Rocks.
The ball's pitched in line, and it's possibly clipping leg stump. And Ryan Tenderscarter has to depart for 14. The Bay Giants are 92 for 4.
And this is the reason why.
Yeah, it's managed to pitch in line. Good delivery by Shamsi. Hawkeye says missing all ends up. And the Bay Giants will be feeling aggrieved. And you can see Ryan Tenderscarter thinking to himself,
That's great. More of that, please. 4 runs to end the 15th over.
He's hit that pretty well. And he's bisected the field and will pick up 4.
You almost sense that Anukun anticipated that this slower ball was coming and tried to get to the length of it. And brilliant connection by him. And as you said, great start to the over. It's ideally what you want to do in chasing these big targets, is set it up in the first 2 balls of the over, hoping to get a boundary off them.
And he'll pick up extras as well. Oh, is there trouble? He missed the ball, Varane.
You know that man on the other side is going to be running for pretty much everything. So he's got to anticipate and know that the 2s are going to be on offer. Clean take of here would have been. Oh no, you would have made it comfortably.
In the air as he put it down. I think he has Tabraiz Shamsi. 68% to be exact. Has he got all of that? Just dropping short. He'll pick up a boundary, but this can get the wheels moving in the right direction now for the Giants.
Obviously pressure on the bowler.
I'll just drop the mic.
Have you played the game before? And that's brilliant that by Heineken.
Is this the first one? I said if there's anyone that can get these runs, it's Mako Murray.
And from that length.
Mako Murray is held out. Into the wind. The Rocks hold on to another one.
And look at all the players running towards Makania. Big wicket.
I think of what's going through Makanya's mind. 3 days ago, he dropped 2 important catches for his team. And when it's counted, he's held on to a very important one. Great catch, well moved. Here's the captain.
He's taken a few blows. He's gone for 21. It's 155 for 5.
Frisco Adams ball or no ball.
Is that in the air? Umpires, what is that? It's held in the deep. Faf du Plessis takes the catch. It looks as if it was below waist high. And there's jubilation here at Eurolux Boland Park.
They were hoping for that second no ball because he had bowled a waist-high full toss already in the innings. Heineken departs for 58. 155 for 8. 1 ball to go for 6. Sorry.
The Paarl Rocks will host the final of the Mzansi Super League 2019. The Pearl that takes a seat in the Drakensberg Mountains, and everyone that has come out to witness it today will host the final.
Well done, Paarl Rocks. Well done, Faf du Plessis. How many times we have seen them unable to defend big totals, but here, when they were challenged, they came out with their A game. Bowled well, caught well, and in the end, finals here in Paarl.
Yeah, they were reliant on Ben Duncan then to give them the start that they needed. Just couldn't get going. Heineken struggled to hold most of the tournament. Today he was brilliant and set up the chase for them. Just didn't really have partners to follow into the end.
Yeah, the bowlers, they were fantastic. Frisco Adams 3 for 36 in his 4 overs, but Bjorn Fontaine 0 for 19 in his 4. And I think that's a match-winning effort. And this is the summary. The Rocks, they were put into bat 168 for 5. There was a 39 and a 36 not out from Delport and Kyle Verreyn. That 36 off 20 was really, really important. Udana as well for his 27 of 21. And then the pick of the bowlers, Imran Tahir is 2 for 14 in 4 overs. And then the run chase, Heineken stuck out there, 58 or 43. Frisco Adams just in a short interview there, along with Shamsi, 3 for 36 and 2 for 25. And the Rocks, they've won by 12 runs and are into the final.